We have not had the Cricut Joy on for a long time. It's been a really long time. And they put together this brand new special collection. Now, I was online earlier doing a live event at noon, and people were asking me about the difference kind of between the Maker, which is the big guy, which I have and love, and the Joy. And I said the Joy is good for two different kinds of people. Number one, you own the Maker, but it's not portable, and you want to be more portable, or you just want to pull something out, put it on your desk because you don't have a lot of space. The other people I think the Joy is really good for is if you're either a beginner crafter or you want to step into the world of electronic cutting and electronic writing, but you don't want to spend $400, $500, $600 to do it. This is what you want, and it's exclusive configuration. And you got to stick with me because this item is a really big deal with the item coming up next. So get ready. And you know what? We forgot to mention that early on, Jared. We are going to be launching in just a couple of seconds. Yep, the Cricut Mug Press. I've been asked about that by so many people. We've got it tonight. It is my top pick. It's coming up next, and you can use this with that. All right, so here we go. You're getting the mat to go with it. I had so much fun making a card. There's a brand new card sticky mat that allows you to make cards so fast, but you're super wowed by them. You also gonna get markers, 3 of the colors, 1 black. Plus, you're getting 3 12 card sets with the envelopes to create these amazing cards, but then obviously you can do a whole lot more. Tonight, for the first time, we have 5 flex pays. We've never offered that. So if you've ever wanted an electronic cutting machine, now is the time to grab it. I'll tell you, I started working with it, and I estimated that what I use on my Maker, I can probably use this for about 85% of my projects compared to my Maker. So again, if you don't want to go to the big price point, we've got the Maker. I'll show you that later. We've got this available, and it's a way to really step in and get a brilliant machine that doesn't take up a lot of space. All right, well, I'm always excited because Anna Griffin had joined me last week, and then she's rejoined me this week. We've got 2 huge items tonight, and Anna, I love that the Joy is back.
Oh my God, I am too. It's been a year. Okay, March 3rd, 2020, you and I and the Cricut Joy made our world debut on HSN, and we have never looked back. From Cricut's most portable, easiest level machine they've ever made, small, beautiful, compact, but packs the same punch that all those big machines do. And we're talking about something that is 8.5 inches wide. It fits in the palm of your hand, and it's less than 4 pounds. This is going to cut and write and draw just like the big guys, and it's going to sit, instead of taking up space in your craft room, it's going to sit on your coffee table. It's going to go with you on the in the car. It's going to go with you, and it's going to craft wherever you want to craft. Now, here's what's really special about the Joy. It has an entire ecosystem of consumables, and this is called a smart material. We're now looking at matless cutting, which means that this is a track that the Cricut Joy follows to make sure that it knows exactly the length of the material that we want to cut, the size of the material, and it self-calibrates. This is an amazing little machine, and everything about it, it has been changed and engineered to be exactly what you say, joy, right? It's going to give us time. It's going to give us back the mobility for crafting. It's going to, I mean, it is a no muss, no fuss extravaganza, and I just hit unload. I cut a beautiful heart, and you're getting with that tool all those wonderful consumables for this giant bundle. This is one of the biggest bundles that I think that Cricut's ever put together. You're getting actually this smart material. This is a permanent vinyl, and what I did was I just chose a small shape of the heart. I'm personalizing a notebook, and I did that with the Cricut Weeder that comes with this bundle. So this is the Weeder, and I think that's really important because this is something you're going to use to take the material off that mat. Now, Suzanne, what's so incredible about tonight is the fact that you're getting the Cricut card mat, the Cricut Joy card mat with your bundle, okay? And everything about that is so extraordinary. I love to say that this machine has superpowers that no other Cricut machine has, and that is one of this little thing right here. This is a mat that is sticky just on the overlay, but you can't cut through this. And because you're getting 36 36 card insert packs. This is what happens. You take your Joy card mat, you slide the card on top, inside, press down, right? And we're just gonna go on. I'm gonna actually pull up my project. And what's so great, Suzanne, is that we're running this from my iPad. I can run this from my phone. There is a brand new Cricut app, Cricut Joy app that you can use. I chose my project, I hit make it, and then I press the button to say go. And what's gonna happen is that everything about this project, I just need to choose that I'm doing medium cardstock, hundreds of different materials that we're able to cut. And then when the light is blinking on the top of the machine, all we have to do is feed the mat in and we're ready to cut. So it is, it says tap go, and then let's go. All right. Little machine, there we go. This is so incredible because what's gonna happen, you're gonna make cards in minutes. You're going to be able to take those insert cards. The projects are designed in such a way that, I'm just gonna take this very carefully off the mat. And you wanna take the mat away from the card, but there is a really tiny little cut in the corner. So you just wanna be very careful in revealing this, okay? And so here we go. We're just one right after the next, and just don't want to tear the paper. And what's going to happen is that we're going to have this beautiful negative cut, and you're going to slide, this is the insert card, you slide the card inside behind the cut, and this card is something that you can do before school. This is a card that you can actually do before going to the birthday party. It's that easy and that simple.
And
is that one of those insert cards?
I just wanted to show this to you because, well, we have a new baby in our family. Okay, not my son, not yet, and not me, for goodness sakes. But I made this card because I'm sending it to two people who are really special to me. And I want you to see, it was so cute because it was all pre-done. And then all I did is I threw it in the Joy. It literally created itself. Boom, I folded here, I folded here. Of course, I had to put a little bling on it. And I had this card, and it turned out so darn cute. And it was so easy, 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 easy. The other thing I love, guys, is here's a little baby mat. So if you have the Cricut Big Machine, all those vinyls and all the stuff we love on that big machine, you can use in miniature size on this one. And Anna, for me, I usually use my Cricut for two things. It's gonna cut and it's gonna draw because I have terrible handwriting, right? And those are the two things that I love about my Cricut Maker. And this can do that in such an efficient way, and it's a lot more affordable than necessarily the big guys.
Well, Suzanne, one of the things that I think is really important about when you're thinking about the Cricut Joy, you're thinking about, wow, this is a small machine. Yeah, well, I want to personalize my phone cover. I actually have one of those right here, exactly what you are seeing, which is, you know, it's like a no-brainer. You think, oh, beautiful little tiny machine, make beautiful little tiny projects. But then what can happen, Suzanne, is that this little machine has a complete superpower. All right, and that is, and I want to show you, I want to show you its superpower. We're not talking about little bitty projects with the Cricut Joy. We are talking about continuous cuts of up to 48 inches long. That's what this is. Everything is all connected. You can make banners. You can make amazing things with 48 inches of materials. But that's not even where we stop, because the Cricut Joy can cut up to 10 feet long, all right? Imagine what 10 feet of vinyl looks like, which you could decorate that whole room that we just saw. And it's going to actually measure, it's going to calibrate, it's going to self-correct as we go through these projects. Let me just pull it up on my iPad and then show you exactly what I mean. Watch what happens when I say I'm going to make that alphabet, and I'm going to do it without the mat. I'm using a smart material. I press continue, and then it's going to ask me to, as soon as the light starts flashing, we're going to do smart vinyl, and we're going to do removable because we're going to use this on a wall, and we just feed it in. And what's so great is that I just fed it in incorrectly, which you can't really see over the Skype feed, but it just completely self-corrected as it's measuring the material.
That's
now,
so
I
cool.
did that on purpose because this is showcasing what is incredible about Cricut technology. They are always innovating. They are always disrupting how we craft. They're making it easier for us to live our creative lives and be our creative best. And they're doing that with the most incredible projects. So I would just hit cut right now, and I would cut that entire alphabet with this little tiny machine. Cool. And this is amazing because this is a project. You can make growth charts. You can make just about anything you can imagine inside Design Space, inside that wonderful little Joy app. You're actually getting projects, 50 free projects today with this bundle, along with the 36 card inserts and the weeding tool. And it just doesn't get any more joyful, Suzanne, because when you start to think about the things that you can personalize with this machine, imagine having a cheerleader in your household, and she has to wear a bow like this every time she performs. Or maybe you even have smaller little people in your house that need to have their name on things so that we don't lose them. What's amazing about the Joy is the fact that we can create full-size projects with a half-size machine, with everything half size, and an entire smart material universe where we're able to customize, look at that, things that are in our lives with printed vinyl, amazing iron-on. It's just, there's really no end to what you can do with this machine. But Suzanne, before, I know you want to move on, but I want to just show you something that we're going to cut our first infusible ink material, okay, on the Cricut Joy, and I'm going to cut a wrap for a mug that's going to go with the mug press.
I was hoping you'd show this.
All right. So what I have here is a buffalo check design, and I put it on the long Cricut mat. All right. So this is coming with this bundle. So if you love the Cricut Joy, you're getting this long mat, and this means that everything in your craft room is going to go on this mat, and now we're going to tell the machine that we are working on the mat, okay? And then we're also going to tell it we're cutting infusible ink, which is really important. So when we're looking for, we actually have to, it's no longer in my favorites, so we just search materials, and we type in infusible, and we do that. It's going to come up, infusible ink transfer sheet, and you choose that. You're telling the machine what we're going to do. Look what it's doing. It's already doing its thing over Bluetooth. This is amazing. It's making sure that my mat is aligned. And here's another tip. When you're actually making your first mug for your mug press, you have to use a mirror image feature that's in this software. That means flip around the monogram or the art or the flower that you're cutting out of this material. So what I've done is I have searched in the hundreds of fonts that are in Design Space for the letter L, and we are cutting the letter L out of infusible ink, and I'm going to actually make this mug in just a few minutes for you live on television.
I'm so excited about that, guys. And hang on, because we're going to get to that mug heat press in just a second. Everybody's been talking about it, but I want you to grab this if you can. And I thought, you know what? I got the Joy to try. I just recently got it about a week ago, and I thought, you know, I love my Maker. I said, well, I don't need something. Maker does it for me. I fell instantly in love with it, guys, because there's something about it being right there. It's really easy. It's really quick. It doesn't take up a lot of space. I knocked out my project so quickly, and then my brain started going. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this thing will write for you. We weren't able to demo it. It writes for you. It cuts for you. It's all the basics that you need to do the vast majority of your crafting projects, at least in my world. Also, remember, it works on a ton of different surfaces. We don't have time to get into it. Yes, you can use it to create on our mug press coming up, and I know we're busy for it. We haven't had it back in stock in a year. It's been forever. So remember, you're getting the markers. I love the card mat. It's so cool. You get the regular mat. You get all the cards and envelopes included with it. A big bundle of goodies only here at HSN. And this is a nice big deal. It's a smart offer. So not $199 or almost $200. We're at $169.95, and nobody else has 5 flex pays. So take advantage of it. I think we've sold, what, 200-300 of them already? So yeah, really busy for this, and we're so happy you guys love it. Also, I'm gonna show you the maker, and then I gotta give you our $25 question of the week. So let me show you the maker. If you guys wanna go big, and I think this also shows you the